All right, man, we back. Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And let's get into this prediction for the Washington football team and the Detroit Lions. I believe the Lions are at home. Injury report, Lions got a ton of them. Stafford did practice yesterday. This is a ton of injuries, little knick-knack injuries. Terrell Crosby, Jerron Kearse. The Redskins, one of the injuries stepped out to me was Antonio Gibson, their running back, who did running back receiver at Memphis, I think it was. He had a shoulder injury. He did not practice yesterday. So, other than that, Kyle Allen with a dislocated ankle. Obviously, I don't think he's going to play this week. So, you got Alex Smith. I think a dude in the NFL that was kept around, quite frankly, because of his skin color. I ain't going to sugarcoat it. If he was a brother, he would have been out the league already. And especially the way they took him number 1 and Aaron Rodgers fell to number, 24, 26. Straight up and down. He was just one of those dudes that was just beneficial and kept around because of skin color. He could have been a good number 2 quarterback. It seemed that as a black quarterback, either you start or you can't be in the league. You got to switch positions. So Alex Smith was kept in the league. He failed in San Francisco. Harbaugh and Greg Roman did the most with him, but he kept getting chances after chance. He a guy that just check down. And I liked him, man, when he played in college with, I think Urban Meyer was his coach, Utah State. I think it's Utah State. Or Utah, excuse me. He was athletic. He can run, but at this point, I ain't going to sugarcoat. He's sticking around. What are you barking at? They hear a car door slam, they bark. That's a yap. But you look at it, man, to be honest, he been kept around the league. I'm happy to see him bounce back from the gruesome leg injury, the Joe Theismann injury. Remember, Lawrence Taylor came off that edge, and that was nasty. But he's one of those guys that probably going to have a rejuvenated performance playing the Lions. So when you look at it, when they come into this game, I look at Alex Smith to really be able to dice him up. Scary Terry that played for them from Ohio State. He was a tremendous quarterback. Lance Thomas, was it Lance Thomas? I forget the dude name. It ain't Lance Thomas. He was our tight end here. He was a quarterback at Virginia Tech. I can't remember his name. He failed me in fantasy last week. No, I think he scored a touchdown. But when you look at them, Antonio Gibson been doing really, really well, especially for a Swiss Army knife, a guy that played receiver and running back in college. They're a team that, kind of turning the edge, starting to want to turn that corner. Ryan Kerrigan won it out. They got Chase Young, who playing very, very well. Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, not sure, how they doing this year, but Thomas Davis Sr., he was on the injury report. They're a team that they haven't turned the corner, but they coming to turn the corner. But my issue is with them is obviously the treatment of Dwayne Haskins. And that's the second time that Dan Snyder did that. He loved black quarterbacks, and I had no issue with that. But he forced RG3 on the Shanahans. They took Kirk Cousins, and he wanted RG3, and now he did it with Dwayne Haskins. So you got to get out the way and let these guys pick what they want. Jay Gruden didn't want him. And what's the dude name? Forget that coach, man. He got the little Mexican heritage. I can't remember. Ron Rivera, excuse me. Now he don't want him. And at the end of the day, Ron Rivera, good coach. He battling cancer and all that, but I don't like how they did Dwayne Haskins. Straight up and down. That's just my opinion on it. But, they put Kyle Allen in there. Now they put Alex Smith in there. And I just look at the situation in Washington as it's going to probably be a disaster unless they continue to build a good football team. They got to find a quarterback. Probably need some more linebackers. You got old boy there that came over from the Giants, and he was talking that junk about not wanting Matt Patricia to come there. His mama was the one at the Landon Collins. His mama was the one at the Army All-American game, and she was mad that he chose Alabama, I think it was, over LSU. And if you ain't seen that, go look that up. Just put Landon Collins' mama Army All-American game in YouTube. I'm pretty sure somebody got it, and she was upset, and she let her emotions ruin this day, and that was trash to me. But you look at that team, good football team, has the potential to come to Ford Field and beat the Lions. You look at the Lions this week. Stafford should play. He was a full practice with a neck injury because of the concussion. Look at this team. You just hope they will lose every game from out, man. People thought that they was able to maybe turn the corner, beat the Colts. And then they had an easy schedule: the Vikings, the football team, and the Texans, and a few other easy teams in there. But like I said, the Lions lose games they supposed to win, and they win games they supposed to lose, and that's just historically been the team. And if they get embarrassed this week by a quarterback with 1.5 leg, basically, I'm looking if Sheila don't fire him, then he probably ain't gonna get fired to the end of the season. He might even come back next season. But just look at the Lions' whole offense. It's just lacks speed other than Marvin Hall. He didn't show up last week at all. He had like 2 catches. He dropped 1 catch at the end of the game that didn't really matter. Adrian Peterson still getting carried for whatever reason that is. Carry on. He kind of looking a little bit more spry, but his time is over with. And it's a situation where DeAndre Swift was kind of getting the carries late. People didn't talk about this, and I didn't talk about this. They might have scored, but he dropped another touchdown catch last week, and he fumbled it the same way he did in Chicago on the same side of the field that he did in Detroit, but in Minnesota. So, DeAndre Swift hands look a real suspect. He dropped another ball there again. They better stop calling that play to that side of the field. Try that little corner route coming out the backfield on the right side of the field, not the left side. But, other than that, you just hope they lose every game possible. I'm just keep it real, man. And just looking at the defense, Tracy Walker might come back. They just lack star power, straight up and down. Washington has some type of star power to build on. Look at the Lions. They just lack star power all the way around. Look at that D-line. No stars. Somebody getting paid like a star, garbage. Romeo Cora is kind of doing what Trey Flowers should do. Look on the interior. No stars. No real pass rushers. Deshaun Hand ain't showed up all season. Look at the linebackers. Jamie Collins just got juked out of shoes last week by Dalvin Cook. He looked garbage. A lot of people get mad at Tavai Davis, garbage. We've been through that. Christian Jones, garbage. You look at the secondary. They suffering because the front end suffering. So you really don't know how good Walker is because they don't utilize him the right way. The front end is garbage. You can't really get mad at Okuda because it's going to take a couple years or a year for him to kind of get used to the speed, especially with no front end. He was supposed to replace Darius Slay and be an upgrade. He was an idiot if you thought that. And Aurarie's doing well, but then again, he can't really be himself or be his best self because of the lack of the creativity or lack of the talent in the front half. So you look at it, people say, well, we like the offensive line. Well, can they run the ball still? Absolutely not. So there got to be some tweaks made there. I love Ragnar. I love Jonah Jackson. Like I said before, people say, oh, Taylor Decker haven't gave up a sack all year. But then again, you can't run left because he can't run block. So when I eliminate a whole side of the field where I can't run to, man, I'm not going to be able to run right. Until they be able to run right and left, it's going to be an issue there. You can't just keep running between the guards going left. You got to run between the off tackle and the tackle. So this team got a lot of deficiencies. They lack the coaching around the board, except for special teams. And they lack talent. So you lack talent, coaching, and you lack a really good, I don't know what he's barking at. Sorry that Miles and Mason stole the show. But when you lack all of that, man, you lack the organization, you lack the front office, you lack the team, the talent, the coaching. The number one thing that I would start at is kind of at the top. Organization got to change. Same thing that's holding Washington back. When your owner come in and make you take a quarterback that you don't want, RG3, Dwayne Haskins, to the point where they kind of got the same problem we got up top. Until Dan Snyder let the GM do the job and let the coaches do the job, you're going to have a problem. They got better star power than us. Chase Young, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, Kerrigan probably he won out. He probably gone next year. Landon Collins could play. He look offensively. They got Terry McLaurin. They ain't got to pay him for another, a few years. You got Antonio Gibson that at least going to be part of your backfield. So, Logan Thomas was the tight end name. My bad. They got Logan Thomas like he going to be a good tight end for them. So then they got, solid talent. Maybe they need a little bit of changing in the offensive line a little bit. They got talent. They just dysfunctional with the organization. You know what I'm saying? And then you really got to wonder how good is Ron Rivera. His defensive scheme seemed to work. They have some issues with certain type of offensive schemes, but it seemed to work. Really, is can they get the top right and can they get the offense right? Can they get the quarterback? But looking at the game from the Washington football standpoint of view, it's pretty much hopefully that Gibson play. I know AP going to have a good game for the Lions, but if Gibson play, they should be able to run the ball with Gibson a bit, play action with Alex Smith, and McLaurin should have a big game. Other than that, look for Logan Thomas to have a good game coming back to Detroit. I know they didn't want to lose him. And, look for Alex Smith to have a good game. Antonio Gibson in the screen game. Logan Thomas working the seams. Even though the Lions the last few years have been better with tight ends with Matt Patricia. I think before Matt Patricia, they was getting torched by tight ends, and that was the issue. And it seemed like he at least fixed that deficiency. And then when you look at the football team defense, It's really that, you got an offensive line that people overrate in Detroit. Look for Chase Young to have a big day. He's going to switch to the right tackle, to left tackle. Might switch on the inside, and it'll be another game where the Lions might have some trouble running the ball, but it all starts up front for them. And if they dominate the line of scrimmage, they're probably going to win the game. But, you look for the Lions. Well, key one with the football team, for them to win offensively is going to be a lot of Gibson, whoever in the backfield, hopefully healthy enough to play for their sake. For our sake, no. A lot of Gibson, play action probably. McLaren, Logan Thomas is probably going to be their game plan. I don't think it's going to be too many design runs like it was back in his college days with Alex Smith, but that's probably going to be the recipe. Simple as that. Probably put McLaren in the slide, stack them. Probably be at the X, the number 1, number 2 spot. Probably look for Gibson in the screen game and then the short passing game, and that's probably going to be what they do. But, defensively for them, it's about the defensive line taking over. Getting pressure with 4, which Minnesota was able to do last week. Maybe sending 5 and really, nobody really blow past you. Maybe you stick in those receivers' face, you knock them off their route, you jam them. And only person that can possibly hurt you over there is Hockenson and possibly Marvin Hall, but Hockenson mainly and DeAndre Swift. So that's pretty much it for them. When you look at the Lions, what's the scenario? What's the scenario with them is defensively is really stopping the run, keeping an eye on Smith in the pocket, getting pressure on him, stopping Gibson. And really what you got to do is take McLaren away, bracking him in the slot, give him special attention. That's the one guy that can hurt you. And then also Logan Thomas could hurt you as well too. So probably putting Collins on him, taking him away, and let the other guys beat you. Let the other receiver beat you. Let the other Dontre Inman, he also injured. He had a big game early in the season for them with Dwayne Haskins. It really is about taking Gibson away, getting pressure on Alex Smith, making them get the ball to other people not named Thomas, Gibson, and McLaren. And then that's pretty much should be the game plan for them. If they can't stop the run and they can't stop Gibson, it's going to be a long day. Defensively for the Lions, this would be a good one here. Offensively, it'd be a good one. A lot of Swift, cut AP carries, please. A lot of Smith in the run and passing game. And pretty much a lot of Hockenson. Swift should have about 20 touches. Hockenson should have at least 20 targets. And that should be the recipe. When they get them special attention, then you look for Marvin Hall down the field, Amendola, and Marvin Jones here and there. But, it's not really complicated. It's really a lot of Swift, a lot of Hockenson, a lot of Hall stretching the field. You got Stafford. Try to establish the run game with Swift. Pretty much let Kerryon spell them, let AP get in there. But a lot of Swift, a lot of Hockenson, a lot of Hall down the field. And you at home, you should win this game. And if you don't win this game, you do get embarrassed. A team, I think last week that might have lost to the Giants or struggled with the Giants. I can't remember which one. I think they lost. Yeah, I think they lost to the Giants. Quite frankly, I think, I think the Lions ain't going to lose to them. I'm going to go ahead and say this game is probably going to be one of those 28-31 games. I think the Lions win by a late field goal on Prater, even though he missed some this year. But I think the Lions win 31-28. I think it's competitive, and they kind of lose the lead and tied in the fourth quarter. I think Prater wins the game for them. So I don't think they're going to lose to the Washington football team. If they do, and Martin on fire them, then we got a problem in Detroit. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Like the Lions 31-28. Late field goal by Prater. Don't forget to check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. We talk Pistons. We talk current news around Detroit. Everything. You want to make a donation. Best way to donate is follow my other channel, Goodfellas Sports TV, Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0. Follow me at Sportscaster at SPORTS Sports. Caster, CASTR.com. You can see me over there at Goodfellas Sports. And follow my page over there, Sportscaster, good platform. Especially if you don't like YouTube, you like to talk Premier League, football, basketball. They monetize day one. So, you're looking for an alternative to YouTube or to add with your YouTube, check Sportscaster out. But best way to donate, share the video, hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, Cash App CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. And other than that, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All my social media links in the description. Twitter's the fastest way than Facebook than Instagram. We do stream on Facebook, some of our streams over there, so check that out. Other than that, man, just keep sharing the videos. One time we go.